I'm president of Columbus Rotary, and it is my honor to welcome you all to our 13th annual High School Service Above Self Fair. Today, the colors will be presented by an honor guard of cadets from the Air Force Junior ROTC from Columbus's downtown high school.
More time, push. Detail, up, left, haste, greasing, on.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Let's bow our heads. God of us all, we thank you for this day, a time to reflect upon accomplishments and to honor wonderful examples of leadership, learning, kindness, and service above self. Yet we also pray for humility, to be always mindful that our talents are yours above all, and to use these gifts to bridge the widening gap between the rich and poor, the powerful and powerless. Thank you, God, for bringing these students, faculty members, and administrators from Columbus City Schools, family members, Rotarians, and other community leaders together for a brilliant reminder that the future of this community, our nation, and our world is very bright indeed. Amen. This is a very exciting day for us and our club as we focus on a core value of Rotary, which is service above self. We are honored to showcase the service activities of the high school students of Columbus City Schools. And since we have a very full program today, please go ahead and eat while the program goes forward. Today's program will be emceed by Rotarian Bob Keynes, owner of the American Bronzing Company. Bob, take it away.
Thank you, Tricia. Fellow Rotarians and guests, welcome to the lucky 13th annual High School Service Above Self Fair. How about these students and exhibits? This says thunderous applause. There are 62 community service projects presented here today. These projects represent the work of more than 1,000 students who gave over 10,000 hours of service to others this year. We invite you to see summaries of the projects in the fair program on your table. And we encourage you to take the program with you as a lasting memory of this event and all the work that came before it. It's great to have nearly 200 students with us today from 21 Columbus City high schools and 3 Columbus middle schools. And it's important to point out that these students have many hard-working teammates back at school who also gave their time and talent to community service. Rotarians, what we're seeing here today is a clear indication that there is a culture of service in the Columbus City schools. It's being continuously nurtured and expanded through the dedication of students, teachers, counselors, administrators, the Board of Education, and community partners. Students, it's clear that you share the Rotary core value of service above self. We hope some of you will join us in the future to help us carry out our mission of effecting positive and enduring change in the lives of others. Would all of our student guests please stand? Thank you so much for your caring and your service. Now, as President Tricia told you, we have a very full program for you today. Between now and 1:15, you'll learn which of the projects listed in your program have been designated as the most exemplary from each school. You'll hear students present overviews of 4 special recognition projects and what their service meant to them. You'll have an opportunity to honor educators who support students who conduct community service activities, and hear from community leaders. You'll help Columbus Rotary thank several companies that are generously supporting this year's fair, and you'll be introduced to the 12 recipients of the Service Above Self scholarships and hear from one of them as well. An extraordinary partnership is making all of this possible. When I call the name of your group, would you please stand and remain standing so we can recognize you together? First, from Rotary's partner in this project, the Columbus City Schools. Members of the Columbus Board of Education, please stand. Superintendent Dan Good, and member of his administrative team. Dr. Good? All the school principals who are here, please stand. And the faculty members who served as student project advisors, would you please stand? Now, we didn't do that very well. We'll have everyone stand, and then we will applaud them at the end of the group, okay? Next, would the following Columbus Rotarians please stand? If you served on the Student Service Above Self Project Committee, please stand. No clapping. Not yet, not yet. If you met with student project teams at their schools to review their projects, please stand. And if you served on the scholarship committee or served as an interviewer during the selection of the scholarship recipients, please stand. Now, thanks to all of you for creating this wonderful celebration of students and their commitment to service. Next, this year's fair could not have been successful without the dedication and extensive work of two very special people. Ms. Krista Bauer, Columbus City Schools Business Partnership Coordinator. Krista is Rotary's primary contact who provides high-quality time and professional guidance in all aspects of our Student Service Above Self project. Krista, where are you? There she is, she's in the back. And Mr. Rick Studer, whose dedicated service on behalf of Rotary and the schools has been instrumental in making the overall project and this fair successful. Yeah, wait 1 minute. Just a minute. Just a minute. He's pushy. You gotta watch Rick. He's pushy. Each year, new students participate in the Service Above Self projects and come to the fair. And some students are veterans of this process. And each year, we have completely new projects as well as continuations and improvements on former projects. This annual combination of creativity and continuity doesn't happen automatically, as Rick will now explain.
Krista Bauer. Look up these words in the dictionary, everybody. Professional, wise, collaborative, organized, tireless, student-focused. In each case, you'll see Krista's photo and all kinds of evidence why she's there. Columbus Rotary and I are very grateful for her invaluable work on this Student Service Above Self project. It just wouldn't happen without her. Krista, one more time, thank you. And speaking of great qualities, it's a professional and personal pleasure to acknowledge and thank the Career and Community Resource Coordinators who devote time, expertise, and great caring for students and their Service Above Self projects. Please stand and remain standing when I call your name. They're in the back, and I want you to focus on them. Matt Bell, who serves Beechcroft and Northland. Cheryl Cooper, now hang on. Cheryl Cooper, Columbus Downtown High School. Martha McFerrin-Daya, Independence and Walnut Ridge. Hadia Diawara, Briggs and West. Joetta Gregory, Linda McKinley and Mifflin. Lee Anthony Jones, Columbus International and South. Triss Oliver, Centennial and Whetstone. Kelly Raspberry, Eastmore Academy. Jason Rawls, East and Marion Franklin. Samantha Smith, New Mom, Columbus Alternative High School. Teresa Willis, Columbus Afrocentric and Fort Hays. John Young, Columbus Global and Columbus Scioto. Hold your applause for a second. I really appreciate all of your patience with me and our teamwork together. You are invaluable. I tell everybody, these folks, their job description is this. This Service Above Self project is just a small part of all the things that they do every day for kids in the Columbus schools, and we are so pleased that they are able to give the time and energy that they do. So, thank them, please. It's great being at COSI for this fair. As you can imagine, we're here because of a lot of work by a lot of Rotarians, and the Columbus City Schools staff members. We're also here thanks to several companies who generously helped us this year put on this fair. I'd like to have Dwight Smith stand. Dwight, founder and CEO of Sophisticated Systems. It's a highly regarded company that provides information technology solutions to clients. In addition to being a successful business owner, this is a man with a heart big as anything. He cares deeply about young people and their future. It's a real pleasure, Dwight, that you're here and that you supported this, and we expect to see you over the years. And I know you got around and talked to kids with the projects, and yeah. He's got a thing going called, well, let's do that, yeah. I don't have time to explain it, but he's got a thing going called My Special Word. It would make a tremendous community service project. See us later, we'll talk to you about that for next year. Fifth Third Bank, a real successful and well-known bank that also has a big heart when it comes to supporting young people. Stephanie Stewart Young from Fifth Third wanted to be here today, but she's out of town on business. Fortunately, Rotarian Callaway Robertson is here, who's an official at Fifth Third. Let's, through Callaway, thank Fifth Third Bank. You've all also heard of Huntington Bank, another wonderful asset in our community and a strong supporter of education and young people. Their folks were not able to be here today, but asked me to pass on their congratulations to all you students. And I don't know, should we thank them in extenso? Why not? Huntington Bank. Mach 2. Look them up online and see the incredible vehicles they produce. Andy Mock is the owner, and Rotarian Andy, please stand up, stand up. Did you drive one today? He didn't drive one here today. Well, you gotta go online and look at these vehicles they produce. Andy's a tremendous supporter of this project overall, and this year financially as well. Thank you, Andy. And last, MRS Industrials. You say to yourself, what would a customs metal company do supporting a high school Service Above Self fair? Well, it's because their owner, Ron Belford, who is away on business today, cares deeply about kids and community service, and so they stepped forward as well. So MRS Industrial, thanks. You couldn't help but notice the really cool banners that we have, both here. This banner with our supporters and the welcome banners that you see here and down in the other room. Mackay McCoy, Fort Hays High School senior designer, he did all this. He did all this. Thank you, Mackay.
Thank you, Rick. You don't want to stay up here just a little longer? Okay. Now, two of our special guests will set the stage for recognition of student projects with some brief opening remarks. First, it's my honor and pleasure to introduce to you the Superintendent of Columbus City Schools, Dr. Dan Good.
Well, good afternoon. One more time, good afternoon. Well, it's great to be here at the Service Above Self Fair. Not only are we commemorating 13 years, but we're also celebrating how events like this truly represent the spirit of success echoing across our district and what partnerships with great organizations like ColumbusRotary truly mean for our students and our community. Since 2003, the ColumbusRotary has helped to nurture a culture of service by fostering community service attitudes, knowledge, and skills among Columbus City Schools, high school, and middle school students. Our students have devoted literally thousands of hours to their 2015-2016 community service projects. There's a piece of food on me, gross. And have impacted thousands of lives in their schools, local communities, and even in foreign countries. It's really evident by looking at the 62 displays that were downstairs representing the 21 high schools and the 3 middle schools. And in talking with a few of you, I know that you get what service learning is all about. For students, service learning helps you grow, both intellectually and personally, improving your character values and responsible behavior. Service learning engages you in real-world experiential learning environment, promotes your understanding of and your commitment to responsible civic leadership. Service learning strengthens our schools by helping to fulfill our focus on increased opportunities to engage students of all learning styles. And service learning provides increased access to community partners as co-teachers. And for our community, service learning builds strong ties between students, schools, and the communities in which they live. Columbus City Schools has what I believe is the most powerful connection between our students' lives today and their lives tomorrow, because the internship graduation requirement provides them with opportunities to volunteer as a mentor in the school, in the community, and at a nonprofit. Today, 12 scholarships will be awarded to high school seniors who have demonstrated significant volunteer service during their high school career. As you receive these awards, always know that community service can help distinguish you from the competition by showing your commitment to making the lives of those around you better. Thank you to the members of Columbus Rotary for your ongoing commitment to our students and to this event. Thank you to our Master of Ceremonies, Rotarian Bob, and Project Coordinator Rick Studer for their dedication to this project, to Galen Graham and Steve Sundry for their leadership on the scholarship component, and Rotarian President Tricia Strahler and Executive Director Scott Brown for their commitment to Columbus City Schools. And thank you to every Rotarian that visited our schools during the month of April to review projects and interview students. This partnership continues to be one of the most awe-inspiring efforts we undertake each year as a school district. And with your help, our students prove the basic notion that through service, ordinary acts can make an extraordinary impact. Now, students, you must think I'm a bit ridiculous when I'm constantly telling you how much I love you, but today, every single adult who approached me affirmed for me that indeed, Columbus City School students are the most lovable and most capable in the whole state of Ohio. Would you agree? In the Ohio Revised Code, there's a little Latin phrase that describes in 2 words the role of the superintendent. And that Latin phrase is in loci parentis. And what that means is that the superintendent has the great privilege to serve in the place of the parent, loci parentis. Now, some would say that it means that when you're with me during the school day, I'm your daddy. If that's true, Columbus City School students, I gotta tell you, I couldn't be a prouder father, and yes, I do love you. You're the best.
Wow. Thank you very, very much, Dr. Good. Next, it's also an honor and pleasure to introduce you to Columbus City Councilwoman, Ms. Priscilla Tyson.
Good afternoon, and thank you, Bob. First and foremost, I want to recognize Rick Stoddard, and Rick, for your hard work on this initiative. I thank you and appreciate the work that you're doing to make Columbus a better place by working with these wonderful young people. I also want to thank the president, Tricia Strahler, who's the president of the Columbus Rotary. Thank you, Tricia, for being the leader of this organization and making sure this event continues to happen. I also want to recognize who was just at the podium, the daddy of the school system, which is Superintendent Dan Good. Thank you, Superintendent, again, for leading this school district. Rhonda Johnson, who used to be a part of the school district, president of CEA, and now she is working at the City of Columbus, and she leads our education department. Ms. Rhonda Johnson. We have a great partnership with the city and the Columbus City Schools, and she's at the city and helps lead that effort. Thank you, Rhonda. I also want to, I want to thank the parents, the teachers, the administrators, all the Rotarians, but most importantly, I want to thank the young people. the young students who have committed their precious time, their talent, and their energy to helping others. Each year I come to this event. I just can't believe it's been a year since the last time we were here. But I tell you this, I am always thrilled to come to this event because the high school Service Above Self, which is sponsored by the Columbus City Schools in partnership, well, the Rotary in partnership with Columbus City Schools, is just a great event because it's great energy, it's great service to this community, and it's always just a great way to kind of kick off the spring season and continue to move forward. It's exciting for me because it also means the question is posed to everybody as, what would it take to change the world? What would it take to change the world? And each year, this question is answered in different ways. And it's in their own unique nature how you answer it. But the way you answer it makes a positive impact on those that you help. It is a never-ending call, put service above self, that defines the existence of community and guides your admirable efforts. For this, we applaud each and every one of you. With 62 projects, 10,000 hours of community service, each of you have changed the world in your own way. Whether you've launched projects which have helped to make your school better, lend a helping hand to a younger student in other schools, and help to improve our Columbus community, which we absolutely, the services that you are providing, there is absolutely no way that Columbus could pay for these services. I'm the finance chair for the City of Columbus, and I absolutely know that we could not afford to do this. And so I really thank you from the bottom of my heart. And you have provided assistance to also people around the world. Again, as a member of Columbus City Council, I appreciate your drive, your determination to better this world around you. And I challenge you with this. Never stop putting service above self. We are all put on this earth to serve. It's not about you, it's about the service that you do. The impact you have on our community truly makes a difference. And I just want to come by from Columbus City Council and say, thank you so very much for making a tremendous difference in our community. I also want to thank one other person who's been my host before I sit down, is Mr. George Kuhn, who's been a fabulous host to me today. Thank you, George, for what you do in our community also, and thank you for all Columbus Rotarians.
Thanks so much, Councilwoman Tyson. And later in the program, we'll hear from another very special guest. But now, we put the students on center stage. As I call the names of this year's 4 special recognition projects in alphabetical order by school, will all the students on these project teams please come forward and stand by the stage, right over here. First, students from Columbus North International School devoted themselves to building self-esteem and confidence for Trevitt Elementary School students through their project called Cuts and Curls. Next, students from Columbus Scioto High School devoted themselves to helping students at Beatty Park Elementary School develop their reading skills through their project called Read to Succeed. Students from Fort Hays Arts and Academic High School devoted themselves to combating a terrible and growing problem through their project called Human Trafficking. And students from Independence High School devoted themselves to mentoring at-risk freshmen through their project called Link Crew Freshman Focus. Congratulations. We look forward to hearing about your projects in a few minutes. Now, for those of you who were able to walk through the atrium prior to this luncheon, you saw a variety of student projects created to enhance the lives of a remarkable number of people. Over the past 2 weeks, teams of Rotarians visited every high school to hear student project presentations, celebrate all the projects, and select the most exemplary project from each school. As I announce the most exemplary projects in each of 3 general areas of service, will the students who worked on these please stand and remain standing so we can recognize all of you as a group? We'll start with the students whose projects addressed serious personal and school issues and created better school environments. In alphabetical order, Beechcroft High School, No Limits. Please rise. Columbus Alternative High School, Columbus Alternative High School Against Sexual Violence. Columbus Global Academy, The Clothing Closet. East High School, Kickball for Kindness. Northland High School, hashtag What's Next Project. And West High School Design Project. Thanks all of you for your service to your schools and your fellow students. You may be seated. The next group of students gave their time and talent to projects that enhance the lives of younger students with various needs and challenges. In alphabetical order, please rise as I call your school. Columbus Afrocentric Early College, Bridging the Gap. Lyndon McKinley STEM Academy, Reading Buddies. And Marion Franklin High School, Southside Pride Each and Every Day. Thanks to all of you for your service to younger students. And now students completing these next projects took on a variety of community-based challenges and supported individuals in need and/or community organizations that do the same. In alphabetical order, Briggs High School, Holiday Helpings. Centennial High School, Special Olympics. Columbus Downtown High School, Game Day. Eastmore Academy, Community Restoration Project. Mifflin High School, NHS Community Service Campaign. South High School, Why Not You? Walnut Ridge High School, Cynthia's Flowers. And Whetstone High School, Giving Tree. Thank all of you for your service to your community. Next, we're pleased to recognize 3 exemplary projects from Columbus City middle schools that were selected from the 25 schools that exhibited at Rotary's Middle School Service Above Self Fair in March. As I read the names of these 3 projects, will the student team members please stand and remain standing so we can recognize all of you as a group. First, the Brown Girl Missing Project by Columbus City Preparatory School for Girls. Then the Pinwheels for Syrian Children Project by Medina Middle School. And the Wedgwood Welcomes Service Project by Wedgwood Middle School. Thanks to all of you for your service, and we look forward to your continuing to serve in high school. We'll now have a short presentation. Actually, we will have short presentations by students representing the 4 special recognition projects. In alphabetical order by school, we'll start with the project Cuts and Curls from Columbus North International School.
Good morning, all. My name is Tanisha Tankersley, and I attend Columbus North International High School. I am currently a junior.
Good morning. My name is Jay Shaniki. I also attend Columbus North International, and I am a junior.
Our project is called Cuts and Curls. We were able to work with Trevitt Elementary School for this awesome service self-project. Our main goal was to strengthen the relationship between the 2 schools and raise the students' self-esteem at Trevitt Elementary School. Last year, we decided to pilot Cuts and Curls to see how it would impact Trevitt and the community. The results were amazing. Due to the fact that the impact was tremendous, we consulted with Ms. Stone, Ms. Walder, and Mr. Jones, which is our advisors, and informed them that we would like to use Cuts and Curls as our Service Above Self project. We couldn't help but to think, what an awesome way to help out the community. With the help of these 3 We were able to visit Trevitt 3 times this year. As we styled the ladies' hair, it felt heartwarming to boost someone's self-esteem. The involvement of students at CNIS eager to help out with cuts and curls increased so. Mr. Jones would oftentimes shuttle groups back and forth, however, it was all worth it. In closing, everyone who participated in cuts and curls enjoyed styling, mentoring, and socializing with the young ladies at Trevitt Elementary School.
We would like to thank our advisors, Ms. Water, Ms. Stone, and Mr. Jones, for helping make this project possible. Special thanks to Mr. Embry, principal at Trevitt, who shared his students with our principal, Mr. Lee, who also believed in us and supported us. Finally, thank you to Columbus Rotary for choosing our project for this honor.
By the way, one thing that I had forgotten to mention was the most exemplary projects from each school will get one of these very cool plaques to display in their trophy case. So I just don't want to leave them out. Okay, next, Read to Succeed, Columbus-Scioto High School.
Hi, I'm Katie Wedlake, and this is Adriana Davis, and we're from Columbus-Scioto. We are sophomores, and Read to Succeed is, we go to Beatty Park every, is it Friday? Yeah. Friday, and we read to the second graders. We used to do projects too, but we didn't have enough time because we switched from doing it in the mornings to the afternoons. But we read a book each week, and they ask questions, and we answer the questions, and then we'll ask them questions. And then at the end, we'll leave the books to them to put in their library.
I just want to thank Ms. Gott, she's over there. She takes us like every day to go read to them. It's just like a reading experience for the kids to learn to answer questions like when they get older, so they can grow from the reading and just learn new things.
Thank you, ladies. Next, Human Trafficking, Fort Hays Arts and Academic High School.
Good afternoon. I cannot tell you how much this special recognition means to me. First and foremost, I would like to thank my teacher, Ms. Dingus, and all of the Rotary Club members for this opportunity. I poured my heart out into this project because of how deeply I was learning about human trafficking. Did you know that every 30 seconds, another person becomes a victim of human trafficking? It is a $150 billion a year industry, making it the world's second largest organized crime. This is happening right here in Ohio. Ohio ranked the top 5 states in the nation for the most trafficking, while over 1,000 minors are poured into trafficking every year here in Ohio. The average age starts at 13. Excuse me, guys. My project, we had the health students from Fort Hays. We all came together and we did donations for organization called Survivors, Inc. I also got to meet a lady named Jennifer Kempton, which is back there in the back. She is a survivor from trafficking. I'm not gonna cry. She has tattoos. She had tattoos that was on her body, that one of them above her pelvis said property of, and then whoever owned her. And she met this tattoo guy who was able to do a cover-up and covered up all her tattoos. So now she have an organization called Survivor Inc., and we working together, and We help donate lotion, food, covers, all types of stuff. I think we donated over 605 or 650 donations for the traffickers. We had McDonald's cards to give them so they can eat and have something in their belly. Then I would also like to thank Miss Willis, because without her, I wouldn't be here. And thank you.
Yeah, I know. Thank you very, very much. And last but certainly not least, the Link Crew Freshman Focus, Independence High School.
Hello, everyone. My name is Alexis Calvert, and I go to Independence High School, and I'm a junior.
Hi, everyone. My name is Kalina Beatty, and I'm a junior at Independence High School.
My name is Jordan, and I'm also a junior at Independence High School.
Okay. Sorry, guys, a little nervous. So, our project was called Link Crew, as he said, a freshman focus group. First and foremost, we want our freshmen to come into high school on the right mindset. You don't want to mess up your freshman year because your freshman year will affect your sophomore year. You don't want to mess up your sophomore year because your sophomore year will affect your junior year, and so on. It's a domino effect. So, with our school motto, integrity, intelligence, and involvement, that is exactly what we're trying to enforce upon our freshmen. We first held a freshman orientation where we welcomed the students to the school. We did tours showing them where their math wings will be at, their science wing, their social studies wing, all of it, the 5 main course classes. We played games to practice real life situations, one of the games being where you had to learn from your own mistakes. It was a memorization game. Fourth, we did what to expect as a freshman, what you should expect coming into school. You should expect teachers to be more strict. You should expect people to expect more from you, respect others, and academically. And then, most and foremost, advice, because we're all going through the same things. We are juniors as well. We are all juniors. We've all experienced what it was like coming in as a freshman. And yeah. Secondly, did you want to explain the ice cream social? Okay.
Basically, what Alexis was saying was we welcomed the freshmen at first. This was just to get them to get into the school spirit. We had ice cream social, and it was when we allowed the freshmen to get into a game free. We served them ice cream just to get school spirit. After that, we welcomed them just to get them the feel of high school. After the first quarter, we realized that we had 67 at-risk freshmen out of 150 freshmen. During that, we took the 67 and split them up amongst our Link Crew leaders.
We had about 22.
We had about 22 leaders, and we were working with them on character, their academics, and their attendance.
You want to go?
All right. And through all that, we also raised money, did a bake sale. We raised money to promote the freshmen that got honor roll from our freshman focus and also just period. And we went to their classrooms and actually like made a big deal about like honoring them in their super honor rolls, superintendents, or just honor roll. And so basically just to promote like, oh, they got, academic leadership. So it's like, oh, they got honor roll, they got candy and bracelets and stuff. I want to get on honor roll too. So it's like to promote good grades and good attendance.
I just want to add one more thing. This was important to us because we feel like as students, yes, you hear your teachers telling you, you need to do this, you need to do that. But it's different when it comes from your peers. It's one thing to have a relationship with your teachers and your family, but when you have somebody who's going through the same things that you are, whether it's personal, at home, at school, academics, it's important to build relationships. That's what a lot of people, I feel like, don't realize. It starts here amongst others. It's good to build relationships. It's good to build friendships because it'll affect you in a positive way. As a matter of fact, she had a student who had all Fs And because of her coming to her every week, seeing what she was failing in, or the issues that she were having in one of her 5 main course classes, and maybe her attendance, she went from all Fs and actually got honor roll the second quarter, and we got to honor her with that. So, yes. Thank you. I'm sorry, I don't want to talk too much, guys. It was a really good project. It makes you feel good when you make somebody else feel good. It's like, help me, help you. And we want to promote our students to want to be in Link Crew when they're a junior or a senior. So, I'm sorry. Thank you. Thank you.
Wow. Wow is all I can say. Now it's my distinct honor and pleasure to welcome to the podium our final guest speaker, Columbus Mayor Andrew Ginther. Mayor Ginther is a strong supporter of the community service, Columbus students, and the Columbus City Schools overall. Mr. Mayor, we're so glad you were able to join us today.
Well, I don't know about you, but just being here for a few minutes to hear some of these amazing young people, their stories, their commitments to service, I haven't felt more optimistic about our future in a long, long time. Let's give them another round of applause for all their great work. And I want to thank, obviously, Dr. Good and the amazing team at Columbus City Schools, our teachers, our counselors, the amazing staff that work with our young people every day to make sure they have the foundation to be successful in whatever they choose when they finish their journey with Columbus City Schools. Also, am thrilled that President Pro Tem Priscilla Tyson is joined us here today. Please welcome Councilmember Tyson. So looking out at all of you, I am very optimistic about our future. Some of the things that we're celebrating here today with the amazing partnership that we have with the Columbus Rotarians is that regardless of what you do, you can go out and be a very successful business leader, veteran serving through our armed services. Successful as Dwight Smith or C.K. Satapriya up front here. But they know that no matter how successful you are in the business world or on the battlefield or through an apprenticeship program and successful employment, the only way you truly can define success in this community is by serving others. In whatever role you play, as Dr. King and others have taught us throughout history, everyone can serve. It may be in a different way, a different capacity, a different skill set. But one of the great values about this Columbus community, about our culture in this city, is that no matter how far you go around the world in your studies and different competitions, whether it's engineering or athletics that takes you there, you will never be able to define success in this community without finding a way to serve others. Seniors, children, restored citizens, women trapped in modern-day slavery and human trafficking. There are so many of our neighbors that are hurting that need our help. And so today we celebrate these amazing young people and their partnerships with our Rotarians, because no organization better displays and lives by the values of service than Rotary International. And we couldn't ask for better ambassadors for service above self than the great men and women of the Columbus Rotary. So I say today, congratulations for showing us what great partnerships can achieve. And the best things that happen in Columbus are through collaboration. And today is a great example of that. My vision for our great city depends on collaboration, partnership, and service. My vision for us is to become America's opportunity city, with the largest middle class of any city our size in the country, in a place you're more likely to go from poverty to the middle class and beyond. We have no problem with wealthy people. In fact, we want more of them, especially Mr. Dorian, as long as they're paying their taxes and investing back in our neighborhoods. But the only way we can sustain this success that is Columbus is through shared prosperity, partnership, and collaboration. And that's why service above self is so, so important. Thanks for letting me join you here today. Congratulations. Have a great rest of the program.
Thank you so much, Mr. Mayor. It's with great pleasure that the Columbus Rotary recognizes and honors all the students who worked on the projects exhibited here today. They've all placed service above self. They've all made a positive difference in the lives of others. They've all experienced the unique satisfaction that comes from service. And they all serve as examples for other students to inspire and motivate similar activities. The final presentations of the program today will be made by Rotarian Galen Graham, Associate Dean at DeVry University and a member of our club's Scholarship Committee. Will the scholarship recipients please begin lining up by the stage to my left?
Thanks, Bob. While they're lining up, let me just make a few words about the scholarship program. I wanted to echo the thanks that the Scholarship Committee has for Krista Bauer, the community service coordinators, and the faculty of the Columbus High Schools who helped us with this project and who helped educate these wonderful young students. We're going to attempt to put them in alphabetical order by last name. This will be their first test, see if they can do that. The Service Above Self scholarships are $2,500 awards. They're given to students who have outstanding academic achievement, but also have contributed significantly in the area of community service. And the community service may be inside or outside of the school, but it far exceeds that which is required by the curriculum. These scholarships are funded by the Rotary Club of Columbus as a whole, but also by several groups that I'd just like to take a moment to recognize. Several of the scholarships are supported by the J. Robinson McCormick Family Scholarships. I'm going to ask Luke and Mary Beth McCormick to stand and be recognized. We got two more folks coming. The Marjorie Otten Smith Memorial Scholarship. Stay standing, stay standing. The Marjorie Otten Smith Memorial Scholarship. Bob Smith, if you could stand. There are several scholarships that are awarded by the Columbus Rotary as a whole, including the Judy Ann McLaughlin Scholarship. And finally, the Osteopathic Heritage Foundation sponsored scholarship, sponsored through the help of Rick Vincent. So if you could recognize our benefactors for these scholarships, please. The students that we have joining us today are going to be attending a number of different institutions. These include Ohio Wesleyan University, Allegheny College, Clark Atlanta University, Ohio University, Miami University, Capital University, The Ohio State University, Denison University, Wright State University, and Columbus State Community College, among others. Their majors will include psychology, chemical engineering, communications, Japanese, sports medicine, integrated math education, civil engineering, entrepreneurship, and pre-medicine. We can't have each of them tell you their stories today, but we did ask one of the students to make a few comments about community service, and that would be Akeem Adesiji from Whetstone High School. Akeem?
I'd like to start out just saying thanks to everyone out here today, the Rotary Club, for the scholarships and this amazing event. And they asked me to come up and talk a little bit about what service means and stuff. But sitting through this program, I think all of you guys know exactly what service means and what that means to you on a personal level. So I just want to say that you guys have done a lot of good, and some of the projects that I've seen you guys doing are really amazing. But we're still far from living in a perfect world. There are still people out there that need help, issues that need pushed, things that need to change. So I guess I'd just like to tell you guys to keep doing what you guys are doing. A lot of you guys are saying sophomores and juniors and stuff. You guys have a lot of life left ahead of you, a lot of time left in high school. So use the resources around you to continue what you're doing. And I know you guys all have a great future ahead of you, and maybe some of you guys will be up here in my place next year. So thanks a lot.
Now, for the scholarship recipients, we have two bits of instructions. One, we'd like to stick around afterwards for some pictures. And secondly, I have the all-important scholarship form. And each of you needs to take one of these home with you today so that you can send it in and get your scholarship. So make sure you don't leave without that, please. And if Tricia Strawer and Diane Good could join us. And the councilwoman as well, of course. And when I read your name, if you could come on up, you'll receive your certificate and then return to your seats, then we'll go on from there. So first off, from Whetstone High School, Akeem Adesiji. From Lyndon McKinley STEM Academy, Michelle Burns. From Mifflin High School, Siobhan Hoover. From Columbus Afrocentric Early College, Daja Howard. From Columbus Alternative High School, Dejanay Kendricks. From Northland High School, Sierra King. From Fort Hays Art and Academics High School, Kylan Partee. Or Kaylin. From West High School, Quasia Poole. From Eastmore Academy, Linda Ransom. From Independence High School, Andrew Santarello. And from Briggs High School, Aisley Wells. You guys could just hang in here for a moment. Our last scholarship is the Make a Difference Scholarship, and if Luke and Marybeth could join me. This last scholarship is a significant award. It is the amount of $25,000 and is sponsored by Luke and Marybeth McCormick. I've asked them to join us here to make the announcement of the award recipient, and maybe as well make a few comments about the scholarship and their vision for it. Luke?
Thank you, Galen. The future is bright, as Dr. Good, Councilmember Tyson has said. There's no question about it. And we tend to see things in the papers about all the bad things. And I wish we could see all the good things, because then more people would do the good things on this. When I was asked to say a few words why Mary Beth and I funded the Make a Difference Scholarship, I struggled to put our words and ideas into words that would make sense to you all. As I thought about what I was going to say, I felt that the words of one of the recipients, Sarah Burchett, would express our sentiments more powerfully. Sarah wrote to us last summer to let us know how she was doing in her educational journey. And it is a journey. For all of you students, it is a journey. And as one of the famous writers said one time, education is not the filling of a pail, but the lighting of a fire. So I hope you find what lights your fire in the terms of education. I want to share a few words that Sarah wrote to emphasize why we have invested in our community's future. And this is not about thanks to Mary Beth and I, because this is, as Councilmember Tyson said, this is about you. This is not about us. And Sarah had said to us, when she received this 4 years ago, on that day, my future became a reality. Think about that a moment. What can make your reality? She also said, I honestly wouldn't be developing into the woman I am today if it wasn't for the kind generosity of you both. Again, she is developing, and that's what's important to us. She never thought any of this would have been possible and never imagined these things in her wildest dreams. One day, I hope to be able to give back the way others have given to so many students the opportunity at college. And this to me, and I think to Mary Beth, is the most important statement in her letter to us. I still plan to keep making a difference as long as I live. So with that, oh, one other thing before I mention it, is that we received Thursday a notice from Sarah that she's graduating in psychology with an emphasis in clinical and counseling and a minor in Spanish this coming Saturday from Blackburn College. So it works. So Mary Beth and I are privileged and honored to present the 2016 Make a Difference Scholarship to Akeem Adisajiji of Whetstone High School. Akeem. Congratulations. Thank you, sir. Congratulations. It's all about you.
Thanks, and I'll turn it back to Bob.
Thank you, Galen, and congratulations to all of you students, and best wishes for your college years and beyond. Students and staff at Columbus City Schools, Columbus Rotary salutes you for the positive differences you're making in the lives of others. Together, we're emphasizing service above self to make the world a better place for everyone. I now return the podium to Columbus Rotary President, Tricia Strahler.
Wow. So I don't know if anyone else was counting, but we just awarded $52,500 in scholarships to these deserving students. Which would not be possible without the support of our partners and our community and the generosity of our members. So I want to take a minute and just tell you that I was a little nervous about this particular program. It's the first one that we've done without the godfather of
the Service Above Self Fair, Bill Matthews, who is probably sunning himself on the beach right now. So first of all, I want to just take a moment and have us thank Bill wherever he is for this program. And then I want to thank Bob and Galen and Rick and the man who kind of took over for Bill, Jim Maniaci. And thank you all on behalf of the board and on the club for the dedication and the hard work that you've done to make this program a success. Thank you to all of our guests, our sponsors, our dignitaries, and especially Mayor Ginther for showing his support today. For now, I will adjourn this 13th Annual Service Above Self Fair by standing and giving everyone a round of applause.